it always begins with hope. In the quiet of a sun-drenched morning, a pair of seasoned hands clasps a plastic bottle, the label bright and reassuring. For stronger bones and a healthier brain. A capsule slides with a gentle promise down the throat. It's a ritual, sacred and well-meant. But few pause to question. What if the routine that's meant to protect, to defy time's drift, quietly opens new doors to danger? Tonight, we invite you into a story rarely told on your pharmacy's shelf. Because behind every boost, every extra strength label, lies a shadow. Vitamins, celebrated as nature's shield, can become, for seniors above 60, a hidden blade. The mind we fight to preserve is what's most at risk. Picture this. A grandmother, sharp all her life, suddenly finds names slipping from her. Her daughter notices minor stumbles, odd headaches, a day she couldn't finish her crossword. Days later, a voice slurs, one side of her face droops. Panic, hospital lights. Doctors search for causes. Did anyone think to ask about the vitamins on her nightstand? 5 vitamins, ubiquitous, promoted, trusted. Taken in high doses at the wrong time or with the wrong medicine, they can turn from friends to foes. If this kind of content makes sense to you, subscribe now. These are stories not just of chemicals, but of trust misplaced and consequences unseen. Throughout this journey, you'll meet anonymous seniors whose cautionary tales reveal risks no label dares mention. Stay with us, not just to protect your brain, but to pass wisdom to those you love. Let's begin. The double-edged sword, vitamin D. Imagine a living room flooded by pale sunlight. Mr. Harris, age 68, reads a newspaper article. Vitamin D, the secret to longevity. That week, he doubles his dose, confident more means better. At first, he feels energized, but then small symptoms creep in. Bone aches, strange fatigue, his heart pounding on simple walks. Months pass. His blood vessels have started to stiffen. A silent parade of calcium infiltrates veins, meant to be supple and free. The same fortification that guards his bones now threatens his brain. Why does it happen? Vitamin D is a gatekeeper. In natural doses, it ensures calcium strengthens our structure. But with excess, over 2,000, 5,000, even 10,000 IU per day, the gates swing wide, flooding the blood, overwhelming the kidney's filters. Calcium, meant for bone, strays into soft tissues, lining arteries, microvessels, and yes, capillaries feeding the brain. The result, arteries become rigid. When blood pressure rises, these inelastic vessels are prone to rupture, feeding strokes and mini-strokes, attacks that steal language, memory, even the capacity to recognize a loved one. What makes matters worse for the elderly? With age, kidneys weaken, calcium filters slow, and the brain becomes more susceptible to pressure shifts and vascular damage. And those who think one vitamin is harmless? Studies reveal that small sustained overdoses over weeks or months can be just as dangerous as a single massive dose. But I only take mine at night. Here lies another trap. Vitamin D profoundly affects daytime hormonal rhythms, cortisol levels, melatonin cycles. Taken late, it may fragment sleep, worsen blood sugar control, and disturb nighttime brain detoxification. For some, this manifests as vivid dreams or restless insomnia. For others, a foggy confusion in the morning. Real-life case vignette, anonymous. A woman, 74, arrives for routine labs. Her calcium is high, memory patchy, balance uncertain. No change in prescriptions, but her vitamin D bottle is nearly empty every week. After tests and careful questioning, a simple adjustment, lowering the dose, timing it earlier, unravels the fog within 2 months. What you must do: never adjust vitamin D or combine with calcium outside medical supervision. Even natural levels can harm without need. Dizzy spells, confusing aches, headaches, if these emerge, review your supplements. For seniors, more is not better. Sometimes more is harm. 2. Vitamin E, when protection turns perilous. Let's follow Mrs. Lucia, age 72. An energetic grandmother, she starts taking vitamin E in hopes of keeping her heart young. She has heard that vitamin E is a powerful antioxidant, fighting aging at the source, according to a radio ad. The bottle she buys boasts 400 IU per capsule, almost 20 times the daily recommended amount. For a few weeks, she thinks nothing of it. But then she notices bruises. A fingertip bump yields a dark blue patch. A small cut won't stop bleeding. One night, after an argument and spike in blood pressure, she wakes to a dizzying headache and a strange pressure in her skull. In the ER, scans reveal a minor intracranial bleed. Her doctors realize Lucia's daily aspirin, plus megadoses of vitamin E, have thinned her blood dangerously. The vitamin you trust to shield your heart can, ironically, expose your brain. Why is this so dangerous for those over 60? As we age, blood vessels lose elasticity and resilience. Many seniors are prescribed anticoagulants, aspirin, warfarin, clopidogrel, and more, to reduce stroke risk. But vitamin E, in high doses, acts as a powerful blood thinner all on its own. When combined with these medications, the risk multiplies, the blood's natural clotting ability falters, so even minor bumps can cause internal bleeding. What most don't realize, the safe amount of vitamin E is about 15 milligrams a day, roughly 22 IU, yet most supplements marketed for seniors contain 200, 400, even 1,000 IU per dose. Multiply that by the number of supplements, heart support, vision formula, and the daily total becomes a hidden danger. Are you reading the fine print on your supplements? Most don't. An analogy. Think of your blood as a delicate river. When the banks are strong, small storms pass with little harm. But thin the banks too much, and the next rain may overflow, flooding and damaging everything nearby. That flood inside your skull is a cerebral hemorrhage, a risk tragically common, but almost always preventable. What can you do? Before taking vitamin E, consult with your doctor and particularly mention all current medications. Never double up on multivitamins and specific vitamin E formulas. Look at your supplement labels. See whether DL-alpha tocopherol is listed and check the IU per serving. If you've experienced bruising, nosebleeds, or unexplainable headaches recently, check your bottles and ask for help. Comment below if you already take vitamin E. Let's make this information reach everyone. 3. Vitamin B6, the invisible threat to nerves. Mr. Ottavio, 76, loves crossword puzzles and walking daily with his grandchildren. But recently, his steps have grown unsteady. He blames aging, maybe arthritis, until his family notices he drops small objects, complains of numb hands, and at times struggles to fasten buttons. His neurologist traces the problem, not to arthritis, but to his nightly energy vitamin pack, packed with over 100 milligrams of vitamin B6 per day. What's really happening? Vitamin B6, or pyridoxine, is essential for transforming food into energy and keeping nerves healthy. In food, bananas, whole grains, fish, it's perfectly safe. But when taken in high supplement doses, week after week, B6 accumulates in the body's tissues. In high concentrations, this vitamin damages the very nerve endings it is supposed to protect. Symptoms to watch for: numbness or tingling in hands and feet, burning or stabbing pain, especially at night, loss of balance, stumbling while walking, difficulty with fine movements, tying shoes, writing, picking up coins, weakness in limbs that slowly progresses. These symptoms can be subtle at first, easy to dismiss as getting older. But for some, the damage becomes permanent, disrupting basic independence, and emotional well-being. Mr. Ottavio's story is common. Thousands of older adults with unexplained neuropathy never realize the culprit sits in their supplement drawer. What makes this particularly risky for those over 60? With age, nerves regenerate more slowly, and what is reversible in youth can become permanent for seniors. Compounding the risk, many energy or longevity supplements marketed for older adults stack B6 doses from multiple sources, quickly exceeding 100 milligrams daily, 10 to 50 times more than needed. The safe upper limit for most seniors is around 2 to 10 milligrams per day, inclusive of food. Imagine nerves as electric wires wrapped in a soft sheath. In small doses, vitamin B6 helps maintain that sheath. In excess, it peels it away, sparking misfires and short circuits throughout the body, leading to the odd sensations and loss of control described above. If you or a loved one feels unexplained numbness or burning in your hands or feet, bring a full list of supplements to your next appointment. Sometimes, the solution isn't a new medicine. It's stopping or lowering a vitamin that's gone from healer to harm. As we move to our next two hidden risks, vitamin A and niacin, you'll see how even essential nutrients can, if misused, quietly endanger the organ we most long to protect, the aging brain and all its memories. 4. Vitamin A, the silent pressure builder. Imagine Donna Maria, age 80. Her eyes are her pride. She grew up reading by candlelight in the countryside, and now, fearing the loss of her treasured vision, she takes a vision defense superdose of vitamin A daily. Her grandchildren gave her a colorful pillbox, reminding her to be vigilant. But who in their family realized these supplements contained more vitamin A than anyone her age should take? Weeks melt into months. At first, there's subtle discomfort, a feeling of pressure behind her eyes, then headaches that resist simple remedies. Sometimes she's unsteady, sometimes the light bothers her. Her family chalks it up to migraine, stress, even too many hours at her favorite romance novels. But one morning, she wakes with blurred vision, the world gently spinning, and a sense that her head is full. Her daughter rushes her to the emergency room, where, after testing and an eye exam, the doctors see swelling behind her eyes. After careful questioning, the truth is revealed. Vitamin A toxicity, a modern medical ghost story. For older adults, vitamin A is especially treacherous for two reasons. It's fat-soluble, and so, unlike most vitamins that pass through the body, it hides away in fatty tissues and the liver, building up slowly. Its daily needs are tiny. A healthy diet provides more than enough, sometimes double or triple what's needed for nerve and eye health. Most anti-aging blends and eye health formulas grossly exceed safe levels, especially when combined with fortified cereals, dairy, and liver or cod liver oil. For seniors, the safe upper limit is around 2,500 to 3,000 IU. Many supplements provide far more. What are the effects of chronic overdose? Swelling of the brain, persistent worsening headaches, double vision, foggy thinking. Pseudotumor cerebri, a dangerous condition that mimics brain tumors, causing vision loss, confusion, and trouble walking. Fragile bones. Ironically, an excess weakens bone, increasing fracture risk. Liver stress. Discomfort under the right rib, yellowing eyes, chronic nausea. Real-life scenario. I want you to picture a household with good intentions. Older relatives, adult children, everyone taking turns reading the label, thinking more means better, not realizing each new bottle is another drop into an invisible glass that, once overflowed, causes the symptoms above. Sometimes all it takes to reverse the danger is stopping the supplement and giving the body time to clear its stores. Other times, the effects linger. Quick rule: never mix multiple vitamin A sources. If you eat a varied diet rich in greens, orange vegetables, dairy, or egg yolks, Supplements are almost never needed. Trust your appetite and your doctor, not just advertising. Pause for a moment. Think about your spice rack, your breakfast cereals, that multivitamin, your eye support gel caps. If vitamin A is in more than one, you may be stacking risk without knowing. Write in the comments, "I'm checking my bottles. Hisedu 05. Niacin, vitamin B3, the chaos button for blood and brain." Now, let's meet So Pedro, 74, who spent his career on the road. His blood pressure and cholesterol always a worry. A neighbor tells him about niacin, how it cleans the arteries. Encouraged, he picks a formula boasting heart protection, swallowing a tablet twice daily, each with 500 milligrams of niacin. A week in, Pedro feels warm flushes from head to toe. He jokes it's his vitamin sauna. But as the weeks pass, the flushes become waves of heat pounding in his chest, then dizziness. One night, he feels his heart flip-flop, his vision blur briefly, and for a moment, he can't recall the day of the week. Why so dramatic? In food, niacin is safe. In megadoses, it's a vascular wildcard. Niacin opens vessels wide, causing sudden drops in blood pressure, then sometimes rebounds as the body overcorrects. That flush so many dismiss is actually a warning signal, dilation of vessels in the skin and brain. In older adults, whose vessel walls may already be fragile, especially those on blood pressure meds or following a heart program, niacin can trigger sudden, substantial blood pressure drops, risking fainting, falls, or even heart rhythm disturbance. Dangerous swings in blood sugar. Atrial fibrillation, a rapid, irregular heartbeat that quadruples risk of stroke. Insomnia and night sweats. Temporary cognitive fog. Mini blackouts that can be mistaken for normal aging or stress. High-dose niacin used to be prescribed in clinics for cholesterol, but was phased out because side effects outweighed benefits for most patients, especially older ones. Case vignette. Pedro's daughter, watching her father flush and sweat even in winter, checks his medicine shelf. She finds a handful of expired niacin bottles and, after a night in the ER, their doctor confirms. Stopping the supplement, monitoring his heart rate, and rebalancing his medicines gets his dizzy spells under control. Niacin is like a faulty power surge in your home's wiring. Sometimes the lights shine brighter, but the risk of a blown fuse or fire grows. Don't combine energy or heart supplements with prescription drugs, and don't chase trends based on neighbors' experiences. Listen to your own body, and remember, every flush is a signal, not a sign of strength. Still with me? You see by now, a vitamin can be healer or hazard. The difference, a matter of awareness, caution, wisdom. Next, I'll share the warning signs your brain and body use to cry for help. A checklist everyone over 60 should keep close. Warning signs. What your body and mind whisper before the storm. If you're over 60 or care for someone who is, you've earned the right to listen, truly listen, to the subtle chaos your body reveals. Ask yourself quietly, have you in the last year felt any of these signs? Headaches that come and go, often with pressure or throbbing unfamiliar to you. Dizziness or lightheadedness, standing up or even just lying in bed. Bruising or bleeding that surprises you, or takes longer to resolve numbness, tingling, burning, or weakness in fingers or toes, especially after new supplements. Sudden confusion, forgetfulness, or short blackouts in memory or awareness. Feeling hot, flushed, red-faced for no apparent reason, especially after taking a vitamin, joints that ache or creak, not just from old injuries, but in new, unexplained patterns. Sleep that is suddenly restless or broken by strange dreams. Unexplained fatigue, even when your labs say you're fine. Sit with these questions. Sometimes these are ordinary echoes of aging, but sometimes, just sometimes, they are your body's protest against an overload it quietly cannot process. The worst tragedies come not from what we know, but from what we ignore. Imagine, how many seniors right now are in clinics, hospitals, or at home, wondering why the pills meant to protect are, in secret, unraveling years of precious health. How many subtle nerve injuries, mini strokes, and normal memory slips are actually vitamin toxicity in disguise? If a single listener tonight checks their supplement drawer and discovers an unnecessary risk, this moment, this care is worth everything. Safeguard checklist: what to do, starting tomorrow. There's no shame in not knowing, only in never asking. 1. Gather every supplement. Bring all bottles, all blends, from multivitamins to specialized brain or heart formulas. Spread them out on your kitchen table. 2. Make a supplement map. List every supplement beside your prescription meds. Cross-check for doubled ingredients, super high doses, or fine print warnings. 3. Book a medication review. Ask your doctor or pharmacist for a full medication and supplement review. Mention every symptom, even the small ones. 4. Rethink the wellness routine. Most seniors do not need daily vitamin megadoses. If your diet is varied, supplements should be a rare prescription, not a ritual. 5. Prioritize food over pills. Real, colorful, whole foods offer not only safer forms of vitamins, but also fiber, minerals, antioxidants, and natural balance. 6. Watch for combination risks. Never mix multiple multivitamins or stack targeted support blends on top of a main vitamin without medical approval. 7. Update regularly. Every 6 months, repeat the check. Brands change formulas, and booster trends creep in quietly. Write this checklist down. Tape it to your medicine cabinet. Share it at family gatherings. Knowledge only saves when it travels from you to your loved ones, to the next generation. What is the true gift you give to your future self? Not perfection, not youth recaptured. It's presence, it's memory, it's the freedom to greet each day with clarity, with autonomy, with the pride of lessons learned. You are not the sum of bottles on your nightstand, but the wisdom you gather. And the courage to change course when old advice fails. Tonight, you've gained knowledge no advertisement will tell you. Share this video. Share this story. Someone in your circle, your parent, your neighbor, your friend, needs this warning more than you realize. Share this video with someone you love. Let's build a community where wisdom is stronger than marketing. No vitamin, no supplement is truly harmless in doses above what your body needs. Never begin or change your supplements without a specialist. Your best years are not behind you. They are the ones you live in full awareness, making choices with courage and knowledge. Protect your brain. Protect your story. Protect those you love.